Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Redz Table, hosted by Redz TV. It's Wednesday night. It's 7:30. You know what it's all about. We're bringing you all the latest scores and updates from the weekend past. Today's going to be a one-on-one show. With my homie Craig, who's been with me since day one. So we will be having a lot of airtime between Craig and myself. Usually, I don't like giving my opinion, about a certain manager. Let me rather say that, but I think I'll be forced to, give my point of view. So stay tuned with us. After introduction, I'll be bringing Craig onto the show. See you soon. Craig, my man, how you doing?
Big deal. Always good, buddy. Always good. I'm always happy to be on the show. It's gonna
Nice,
be a nice
nice.
solo one. Every week I see you trying that something different.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. The show has to go on. The show must
Exactly,
go on.
exactly,
But thank you
exactly,
very much for
exactly.
being here with us. Thank you very much for the
Awesome.
viewer that is tuned in. And yeah, and of course we, as I've mentioned, we'll be bringing all the updates. I know we watched all the games over the weekend, but it's probably those one or two that we'll be speaking about. And yeah, so let's get to it. Craig, my man, 2 weeks ago they were flying high. And this was a very, very, very shocking result, my man. Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I actually really enjoyed this game.
Mm,
Um, at the beginning of the season, I gave you my prediction of who's going to
mm,
be the top four, and last night I lost. Sorry, after the West Ham game, I think I'm still sticking to my prediction. They are they different squad. They have no one to bring on to change the game
mm.
or win them a game. Like there's no one. There's
Yeah.
absolutely no one. And like I said, they're gonna get big injuries. It's gonna come. It's already
Mm,
coming. They cater. That's a very important player because they
for
their
sure.
midfield is their midfield. They lost the game in the midfield at the
Yeah.
end of the day. They didn't lose the game anywhere else. It was
Mm.
definitely in the midfield, and Declan Rice, obviously being Declan Rice, was,
Oh,
put his
bruh.
machine boots on, and we'll speak about him later. I mean, he's just
Mm.
an amazing talent. So I think believe it or not, but I actually went against Liverpool to lose to not win that game actually.
Really?
And I'll share with you. I actually had a West Ham win and a West
Okay.
Ham draw. I for some reason I couldn't see Liverpool win that game.
Mm.
I look at the West Ham. I look at the stadium. I look at everything going on right now. I'm looking at David Moyes, like being David Moyes.
Mm.
If you look at football right now and you see a team of 11 players that knows exactly what they need to do,
Yeah.
that does exactly what the manager wants them to do, and that works for each other. If I
Mm.
go, I fall into space here. If I'm here,
Yeah.
it's just they are everywhere, and we've been speaking about this West Ham team, and it's
Mm.
amazing because right now in the 21st century we can speak about this, and there's a few teams like them. So it's quite nice. It was an amazing game. It was end to end. I think the first goal for West Ham, basically, that was vital. They
Yeah.
had to score that first goal.
Yeah.
And I think Liverpool appealed for a free kick, and I think they
Mm.
appealed also
Mm.
for a red card. But
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't think I don't think it should have gone that way. But yeah, brilliant game, end to end football, and yeah, man, I just West Ham. Imagine what they're
Yeah.
gonna do. They still have another 3, 4, 5 signings coming in, and they don't
Yeah. For
lose.
sure.
They don't lose Declan Rice, which
Yeah.
I do think they won't lose because he is now the captain. He took
Mm.
took it from Noble, and also they're gonna build around him. They got money
Yeah.
coming in now, so why would you want to leave? And where would you
I
go?
see, I see there's
So
there's a might be a takeover.
yeah,
How's that working? Is that a percentage takeover or is it the whole takeover? Because this guy
what?
is a millionaire, not a
Yeah.
billionaire.
Oh, he's not a billionaire.
Nah, he's a millionaire. He's a millionaire.
Oh, okay. because I read he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
So
Oh, maybe I didn't hear the B. Maybe I just heard the M there. I don't know. Maybe
no,
so
I
it could
actually
be.
read he's a billionaire. So
Okay,
and I
okay.
also
Let's
read that
go along
he's
that one.
taking he's not taking the whole club over. I'm not sure about that,
Yeah, that's the
but
part that I'm
he's got a
confused at a certain
yeah.
percentage.
He's got a percentage that he's bringing into the club as
Okay.
well. But I mean, if you look at what they have right now, they're starting 11. I mean, I think the Zuma signing was amazing. I think
Mm,
for Moyes to acknowledge the Zuma signing,
yeah.
I think that was vital for them
Mm,
because I think their back three is quite old.
yeah.
I think they had to bring on Dawson for Diop when he got injured, so
Yeah.
they don't have any depth in there as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, man, I do think obviously the only problem with West Ham is, and this is why they suffered last season. They had too many games and they had Antonio injured. So the
Mm,
thing
mm,
is
mm.
this: who do they bring in there now if he gets injured again? Do you understand? So for him to play
Sure.
and they play the Europa or whatever the conference or
Mm,
whatever.
yeah.
So that's the other thing with West Ham as well. So that's why it's almost some of these teams, and I also see like Liverpool. They needed this early start. They needed this
Mm,
early quick results because if you look at it, I told you from the start they don't have the depth, and
yeah.
also they've got I think it's Sane. Sorry, it's Mane, it's Salah, Keita, it's what else?
Is this in the midfield now?
No, no, I'm talking about them. The players going away for a month for Afcon in January.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
they got big players. They're gonna end up having a front three of Origi, Minamino, and
Yeah.
Jota. And
Yeah.
how is that really gonna work out for them?
For
So they
sure.
needed to have this. They needed to build now and get these games. They need to win these games right now because when it comes to January, they're gonna be in trouble. And
For sure.
I, obviously, for a Manchester United supporter, I'm hoping they're gonna be in trouble. So yeah, I think
For sure,
Liverpool's
yeah.
out of the team, you know. So,
Yeah.
but brilliant game, fantastic game.
Now, of course, when I watched the game, I didn't have the same belief as what you did. Of course, I've acknowledged that West Ham, they are a team that's basically they're coming up the ranks.
Mm,
The performances that they've put in. What I like about West Ham is the fact that they play as a team. There's a unit.
mm, mm,
You know what
mm,
I'm saying?
mm,
And when you play as a team going up against a team like Liverpool, it's dominating on all areas.
mm.
Would you say Baker was put under pressure? Yes, he was. That's not
Mm.
something he
It was.
experiences on a
That
on a
is definitely
weekly
a tactic.
basis.
Did you see when they
That's a
had the
tactic.
corners? It
That's
was
a
every
tactic.
time Antonio was there by him.
Yeah,
It's a tactic.
you have Bona going in. You have Zuma going in for the
Mm,
first time this season. Baker's been put under pressure.
mm,
Do we know that Becker can be put under pressure? Yes, we know. When he
of course,
started there, he plays with his feet, put him under pressure, he's going to make
of
these
course,
mistakes.
of
But
course.
players don't get that far up the pitch to
Mm,
to to to, to allow or to pressure Becker in that
mm,
way. And that's what I
mm,
like about West Ham for that game specifically. And of course, it was the momentum that was going with him. I mean, to score and to actually win by a goal, or I believe it should have been two goals.
mm.
Divok's goal, brilliant goal, but it was
Beautiful
just
goal.
they slacked there. But because
Mm.
goals like that coming off the chest and still turning and things, only Drogba can do score
Yeah,
goals like that.
even if you look at the goal that they where they counter attack, like I mean, why is Fabinho passing the ball straight to Mane? He's got to play on him. If I
For
think it
sure.
was Robertson was open, wide
Mm,
open, he
yeah,
should have just played. I mean, Fabinho was poor. That was his poorest game I've seen him
yeah,
play.
yeah.
It was quite
He was
shocking
actually quite
actually.
poor.
He
He
was
was
very
actually quite
poor.
poor. But those are the
And
type of games. Those are the type of games where I don't. We kind of say, okay, I want to see Liverpool getting a consecutive loss.
mm,
Um, but of course, that we won't see that because they're going to respond. I mean, this
mm.
international break probably
I
for
think they're playing
Liverpool. It came
Arsenal.
at the right time.
Mm.
Liverpool's and Arsenal, bro. Liverpool and
They're
Arsenal,
playing
and on
they're
that
playing Arsenal.
topic, yeah.
And honestly, funny enough, bro, I don't think it's gonna be easy game for them. I don't
I
think
was.
Arsenal. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's not
mm.
going to be an easy game for Liverpool.
I was actually having
So
a conversation with an Arsenal fan. I said, go fetch your 3 points, bruh. Go fetch your three
yes,
points. Arsenal's
yes,
unbeaten in 10. They're unbeaten in 10. What and the whether the conversation that I was having with him was like, no, it's Liverpool. Liverpool, the high pressing game. We only finding our feet now. And I pointed out, bruh, you 10 games unbeaten.
mm,
That process that you didn't find before, it's paying off now. You know,
exactly.
Smith Rowe. Yes, you don't like the fact that the youngsters carrying your
Mm,
team, Yeah,
Hmm.
how they could youngster carry my team, but no one
They're
carrying my team.
maturing. Yeah, they're
You know what I'm
maturing
saying?
exactly.
He's maturing,
They're
and the goals that
maturing.
he's scoring
Mm,
just reminds me of Rashford when he came onto the scene.
mm,
So
mm.
take an opportunity, go with it. And of course, I would like to see 2 consecutive losses for Liverpool,
Of
which
course.
will help us because we
Yeah.
need to get
Well,
three
also
against.
Arsenal will then also be ahead of us.
Yeah, but look
But
at
for
the end of
some
the
reason,
day,
it's okay.
for Arsenal, and like I said, the whole dynamic changed with Arsenal. Yes, in the beginning we made fun of them.
Mm.
They were poor, but we also have to give them credit because they
Yeah,
are playing
fantastic.
well now. You know,
Fantastic. Well, I think they should
um,
deserve the team of the month. I think definitely
now
for October. Definitely. I think
for sure.
What Arteta did with that team is, and I called it. I told him,
Mm,
guys, just wait, give him time. You can see with this manager. Yes, he's a bit behind. He
yeah,
just started now, but he's got a head with him. He sat
yeah,
with Pep. They didn't sit with Pep for so long for no reason. You
mm,
understand? And you can see it now with Arsenal's play. They,
yeah,
and I mentioned it last week. The big teams, if you look at the big teams now, the big teams, it's actually sad to say United is not part of the big teams, but the
mm,
big teams now they're trying to kill you off in the first 20 minutes. And
yeah,
Arsenal is doing that. They're trying to score in the first. They put you under
mm,
pressure first. When Cities does
yeah,
it, Liverpool does it. They're trying to kill you off. But now it just shows you now how Arsenal has stepped up. They have stepped up, and that
mm,
players just like West Ham is playing for Moyes, they're playing for Arteta now.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Just back to that with the West Ham and Liverpool game. Um, how long is David Moyes now at West Ham?
This could be second season in charge, and if I'm speaking under
Second season.
correction,
We
yeah.
gave
But you
him
could
10
see
months
last year
at
already.
United. Yeah, we
Now,
gave
but
him 10 months at Man United.
you
A lot
can't.
of people. No, no, just wait. Do you that time that was supposed to given that was supposed to be given to him? Because there's a lot of ex
Mm,
Man United players that said
mm,
give him time.
mm,
And maybe that's what Sir Alex Ferguson saw in
mm.
David Moyes. We gave him
Possible,
10
yes,
months. We
possible.
never saw anything. But now we're
Mm.
seeing this. Is it because of a mid-team table, or is this just actually David Moyes being who David Moyes is? He wasn't bad at Everton. He wasn't
Look, the
bad at
thing is
Everton.
this. The thing is this. What I admire today in a manager is if a manager can get the best out of his team, not
Mm,
out of individual players, but out of his whole team. That a manager that can build a system and buy players for a particular system, and I admire that. And if you look at Everton back then when he was coaching Everton, they also
yeah,
didn't really give him money to buy what he wanted to. He had to make the best of what he had.
for
The
sure.
same thing he has the same thing he has with West Ham. I think the time he went to United wasn't also a good time, and he was literally the first manager after Fergie.
Mm,
He was the first manager. Now imagine any manager coming there. For me, it had to be someone that won trophies from the start.
okay.
That had to fill that hole.
Mm,
Putting David Moyes there, we knew from the start putting him there he's gonna fail.
mm,
Because if you look at it now, you need managers to and also the players he had. I think the players also Moyes had. It wasn't the players. The players also I think players has been throwing managers on this bus at United for a while now. Like
yeah, for
really.
sure. I
I
think that's a
think
new
but
trend. Yeah.
and I admire him like really like if I look at his work at Everton, but that was grinding teams, dude. You go to
Mm,
Goodison, you had to grind a result there. Those
for
wasn't
sure.
they didn't back down, dude. I mean, look what he made with Pino, look what he made for Laney. He, he
Yeah.
he had average players, but he made
Yeah.
him good. So what does that tell you about the manager itself? You understand? So
Yeah.
I credit where it's due. Honestly, credit where it's due. And I think finally, um, with this West Ham team, and I think he's gonna stay here for a while now. I don't think he's gonna leave
Mm,
anytime soon. He's loving this. This is like his new Everton. You know,
yeah.
we didn't appreciate David Moyes when he came to United, and honestly, we just thought we actually set him up for failure. We really said from the beginning he's gonna fail. We said it. Nah, he's not gonna manage. He's gonna fail. How can he fall Fergie's boots? Fergie only got him because Fergie needed someone that couldn't get
Mm,
his record over. All sorts of nonsense. But like, if you look at him now, like I really appreciated him at Everton. I appreciated him at the Real Sociedad. I think he tried there as well. I think the Spanish barrier was a bit difficult for him, but now he's back at the West Ham, and I think he's found his place.
mm,
So obviously, thank you for 10 months. He's been at United. I think his time was he didn't unfortunately at the time with us.
yeah.
But also, what if we given him a 3 years? Would we have seen something like we see now? And that's the question that remains because it's just a what if. We don't know. Maybe he would have still failed in 3 years. I don't know that. Because of
Yeah.
how big the club is, the players. Ferdinand, they were all like Moses players were like at their prime. They were done playing.
Mm.
He didn't really have much to work with. I mean, those
Yeah.
all Tom Sobby guys. They were all like,
Yeah.
I'm done with
Nah,
football.
but I mean, you got a good team though. You got a good team as much as
Yeah,
they
he
were
did, he did, he
aged,
did. Of course,
you
of
know.
course.
But I mean, like you still had you. I mean, Ferdinand Verdes could have given you another perfect season ever.
What was his
He did
first signing for
basically well.
Laney?
Fellaini was his first signing,
I
yeah.
mean, imagine having United's money.
But
Imagine I give you
that's how it happens,
a
bruh.
billion, and you go buy a Uno. You know,
That's how it happens. Every
like
manager that comes from a previous club will bring one or two of his players that's been there since day one. He brought Fellaini to Everton, so of course he's going to take Fellaini with him. But yeah. So my thing is just big
anyway,
ups to him.
yeah, definitely big ups to him.
Ronald just made the comment also. It seems like every player or everyone that leaves Man United does better, players and
Now, of
managers.
course, that's the same
That's
like at
yeah,
the job,
we agree with you, Ronald.
at the new job. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
United is toxic. United is toxic behind the scenes,
yeah.
and it's affecting on the players itself.
For sure, for sure. Now we definitely I agree with you, but of course we went through the Watford and Arsenal game. Conte, no.
That was a weird game. I think there was a red card. I think Nathan. Okay, I think
Everton, yeah.
Hall got it. I think Hall get. Well, is it just me or Hall gets like one of the worst players ever in the Premier League? Like
My thing is
Hall
what is
get,
Holden's position? Is he a defender?
bruh, he's a centre back, right? But he's been playing centre back. He's been playing right back. He's been.
That's my thing.
I,
I
I
don't know. I don't know. You come onto the scene
Bruh,
at
every time I
Everton,
look
bruh.
at this player, I'm like, bruh, why are you playing in the Premier League? It works on my nerves, bruh. Like it's just like, what are you doing here?
Hmm,
Everything is wrong about this player.
for sure,
Anyway,
yeah.
I'm not much gonna comment on this game because I haven't really checked out the game
Hmm,
completely. I had a bit of a time with it. I checked the stats and then I also checked the highlights. But I mean, honestly, Spurs going there and not winning was surprising to me because
hmm,
Everton is they missing key players, man.
hmm,
And that's why Rafa started so well with Everton. Because his plan he wanted to put in place was working because he had everyone he wanted.
for sure.
Richarlison came back now after injury. Doesn't look as half the player he used to
Hmm,
be. Um, they're just lacking a lot of things, man. And I think if he gets another 2 or 3 or 4 of these results, bro, they're gonna turn on him because Goodison turn on you very quickly.
for sure, yeah.
So it's a bit tough for Rafa, man. Like
Hmm,
I really, because Rafa's a brilliant manager. I mean, you can't take it away from him. He's a
yeah,
fantastic manager. So,
yeah.
but it's a bit tough on him. Look, obviously the Spurs result, like not scoring there is. I think for Conte, you maybe be smiling because he got he got a clean sheet. So maybe that's a plus for him. But it's I don't know, man. I think now with Tottenham is just Tottenham right now. I don't think we can expect anything from Tottenham right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's had one train. He's had like 2, 3 training sessions with these guys. What do we expect? We
Hmm.
can't expect him just to.
3 training sessions, but 2 games as well. I mean, he came
Yeah,
in
2 games.
on that
He came
Thursday
in
night
on
game.
the game, and they played well actually. So
But you see how animated the man is on the sidelines, bro. Your
that
first
man
game,
is
not
passion is
yeah,
yo,
you're
that
not even
passion
checking
is
out this. You're not even checking from the
that
sidelines,
man.
sitting there and analyzing. You just, bruh, I'm going all out. But what I like about him now, and I don't know, I mean, everybody's all Conte's now here, Tottenham,
Mm,
experience. He won
yes.
trophies before. Look what he done with Chelsea. Bruh, Tottenham will always beat Tottenham at the end of the day.
Yeah. I mean,
Tottenham,
I mean,
I don't see him changing that and winning. Maybe a trophy can come in here. You know, your Carabao
Look, it's
Cup,
possible.
your
They're
FA
probably going to
Cup.
try and win they're still in the FA Cup, they're still in the Carabao Cup. They still try. They
Mm.
can still win this conference because the Conference Cup thing is not that difficult. I think I don't even know these teams. I've never heard of his teams that's playing. At the team they played against the
Yeah,
other day,
but
I've never
because
heard of his team.
it's the seventh and eighth
Yeah.
standing teams in that league, so you're
So
never gonna hear
yeah,
of them, bruh.
I mean, for them just to for them, and Conte probably looks at it this way. He's probably not even thinking about winning the league. He's probably thinking about, okay, let
No,
me
of
see
course.
if I can maybe sneak in by top four. He
Mm.
probably think it that way. He's thinking himself, look at the players I got. Harry Kane's not performing, Son's not performing. Can I really make a top four? Maybe
Yeah,
I'll sneak in there. So
yeah,
you probably looking at other cups.
yeah.
What happens if you do win this conference cup? Do you qualify for Champions League? I'm
That's
not
the
sure.
thing. So you get so just balance me real quick. You get the you get the you get UEFA, then you
Yeah,
get
Europa.
Europa, and
Yes,
then
that's
it's
your
conference.
Bro, this conference thing, I still don't get it, bro.
So is it
I'm
three?
just watching
Is
it.
it Is it maybe the guys that I'm viewing? Is it UEFA, Europa, and then the Conference League?
Yeah, that's the order of it. I'm not too
So
sure. Maybe if you can check where Spurs ended last season, maybe number, because
yeah, that
remember
was like
remember West Ham is West Ham is nowhere. West Ham's playing Europa, right?
they were seventh, I think.
And West Ham's playing Europa, if I'm correct.
West Ham's playing Europa, yeah.
So West Ham and Leicester plays Europa, right? Because they ended
Yes,
fifth and sixth, right?
yes,
And Spurs ended seventh.
seventh.
So then it's fine. Then seventh is the from the seventh spot then, because who
But
else?
now,
There's
what
no.
happens if you from the Europa? If you end third in that group, do you go to conference?
Bro, I don't I don't know.
And what
I
happens
don't
when
think
you
anyone
win the
really find
conference? Of
interest.
course, you must go to Europa. Win the Europa, go to the Champions League. Oh, well, sorry, yeah, you win Europa, you go to the
I just
Champions League.
all
Does it
I
make
want to
sense?
know is what happens if you win the conference league. That's all I want to know. I don't care what else you're asking me. I want to know
Well, it
what
makes
happens if you
sense if
win
you
the
go from the
conference.
conference to Europa then. Because if you win Europa, you go to Champions League.
Do you think Conte's gonna want to play Europa League next season? Nah, he's
Well,
not
I
gonna.
don't know.
He's
As long
not
as you go to
having it.
Champions League, I don't know. But then for
He
the Premier League, it's going to be
didn't
weird.
Inter Milan play Europa League when he was
They're
there?
playing
I'm
Europa, yeah.
thinking
But
now.
not the Champions League.
They now you brought him into the Champions League, yeah.
No, they didn't win Europa last season. Inter won it last season. I mean, Villarreal.
Yes, I'm just saying like but they obviously won the league, so which means they qualified for the Champions
They
League.
qualify, yeah. They qualify.
So like I said, maybe Conte's plan is maybe just to sneak in there, bro. Because the thing is this, the top teams are us. No one is really dominating. If you look at it, bro, that bro, one win here, we again in top four. Like it's tough up there. It's
Yeah.
gonna
My thing
come
is
down to the
this.
wire, you know.
We I was actually having a look at the log. No, and the log is actually it's not as bad. Because we'll get on Man United. I don't want to bring on any topics on Man United now. We'll end off with that conversation. But if we look at the log, bruh, Liverpool's on 22,
Yeah,
Arsenal's
it's
on
very tight,
20,
bro.
United's
It's
on
very tight.
17, City's on 23. So we're looking at a 6 point difference
Yeah,
between
and if
sixth and second.
so like yeah, and if Arsenal, yeah, exactly, and if Arsenal, let's say Arsenal wins Liverpool, right? That's 20 points.
They go to third.
But
They go
now
to fourth.
they go to third, right? But then you've got where's this thing now? And then if we win our next game, we'll have 20 points. It's so tight, dude. Like, it's if one of the if City, West Ham, or Liverpool lose, like it's so tight. It's amazing, you know.
Yeah, just hold it
So
quickly.
that
So Ronald's saying
okay.
here the winner will gain a place in the following season's UEFA Europa League group stage if they
That's
have
what we
not
thought.
qualified for the UEFA Champions League via the domestic league.
Okay, cool. So yeah, right. So
Okay, we should
why
make
this
sure
is
we
this a
don't
money
end up in
making?
conference
No,
because
please,
this
no,
is
please. I
confusing.
won't watch. I refuse to watch the conference league. Oh, I do watch some of the games, but I refuse to watch my own team in there.
Nah,
Really, I'll
unless you're
be upset.
betting, then you're going to be watching conference. But yeah, so look here.
Exactly.
So
Uh,
the table is actually it's not that bad, and for
yeah, it's very
me,
tight, bro.
between sixth and second at 6 points. And I think why. Okay, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to keep it for the end. So let's just leave that at that.
Mm,
But yeah, I think Conte
I'm looking at it
he should
now.
be winning the conference. And like I said, any trophy coming Tottenham's way will be equivalent
This,
to the UEFA or the Premier League.
I'm sure,
Um,
but also Dale, that Thursday night games, bro. And that's why Arsenal is so lucky because they're not playing it. They don't have to play it. And now Thursday night
yeah,
games, they don't have the squad, man, to do
yeah.
that. So maybe Conte's plan is I don't know, but
Mm,
he's gonna wanna get into the top four.
yeah,
That's
for
probably
sure.
he's gonna try and grind out wins. Sorry, like grind out draws and draws. Like he's gonna make sure that he first get clean sheets. So he's gonna
Yeah.
grind out. You're gonna see. Look at Everton game. I mean, I think they had like 55% position Tottenham now, and they went away there. So they did knock a ball a little bit around, but there wasn't many chances created. It was really
Yeah.
just a boring game
Now
from what I
that's
think.
at the back. That's at the back is not an overnight thing. You're not gonna.
Mm, mm,
Tottenham has never played that through the back.
mm.
Have they? Yes, they have
Yeah.
actually.
No, they have a couple of times, yeah, but
They played
uh,
Vertonghen, not Vertonghen. Is it Vertonghen? Yeah. No.
Vertonghen.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
was Sanchez as well, that African
Sanchez
oak.
and they played Dangasa.
Dyer.
Alderweireld.
Alderweireld, yeah. That was a top.
So
That was a
again,
nice back three.
they can possibly do that.
I think Jose could have done it now and then. I'm not too sure, and they were solid.
Yeah, yeah.
Even
But
before that as well.
Chelsea and Burnley,
Yo,
1-1.
that was a mad game.
That
That was a mad
was
game,
a shocker.
bro.
That was a shocker for me, though.
Dude, honestly, maybe you can think I'm talking nonsense, but honestly, I actually I said it to my friend Nate. I said because he was making fun of United. He made fun of us all the time in the group because he's
Yeah,
Chelsea supporter. And I said, look here, I have a feeling you guys are gonna draw today, man. I actually said
yeah,
I have a
like
feeling
no,
Burnley.
no,
No, no,
no,
no. I
no,
swear to
bro.
you, I'm actually gonna send you Dale. I'm gonna send you that. I
Nah,
told him
you
I have
can't
a
tell me you got
feeling.
the West Ham one right and this Burnley and
Listen
Chelsea
here.
game.
I'm gonna show both to you. I'm gonna show both to you. I actually told him, Nate, stop talking so much. I have a feeling Burnley is gonna come away with the result. That's what I said. Hypothetically,
Yeah.
I could have been saying bullshit just to make him upset, but that's what I said. And for some reason, I've been watching Burnley now the last time. Ever since I
Mm,
bought this cornet guy, this African
yeah.
oak, or I don't know if it's African, no, it's this black oak that is playing up front. He's the only black player they have. Fantastic. I'm so happy for Burnley.
Mm.
And they finally got my facts to say they must buy a black player because they got a black player now all of a sudden. And this
Yeah.
light is lekker, bruh. Yo, he's a lekker player. He literally X Factor. He brings something different to Burnley. So
Mm,
and ever since he's been starting, they've been getting their points. They've been playing well. I mean, they won Norwich, they won Brentford as well. I think ever since Brentford
yeah.
lost against Burnley, they've been just going downhill.
Mm,
So and that's the thing whenever so and dice team, they're not gonna
yeah.
give it to you. They're not always gonna
Yeah.
just they're gonna let you think at you. And that's the thing with Chelsea because they also at the Champions League in a week. They're at the Champions League. Stop licking the tables out of there. Yeah, they had the Champions League result. It was a weird game because Chelsea they missed so many chances. Like I was like, how is this guys not 7-0 ahead already? They
Mm,
missed so
mm.
many chances. And Burnley just come one chance, simple.
One, there we
Rodriguez,
go. Yeah.
Rodriguez headed the ball down
Yeah.
to I think Viedra and then he just scored. And I was
Yeah.
like, yay, bro. Yes, yeah, things are turning. So
Mm,
I think that result is beautiful.
mm.
It's beautiful for us. I didn't see that result coming to be honest, but yeah, I made a joke about that the result. But yeah, that's what you're gonna get from Burnley. I mean, do you remember Burnley playing against Liverpool when they were at Liverpool? That was shocked the way they played against
Yeah.
Liverpool at Anfield. So they obviously have been a bit under they've been poor actually, but now with this guy Cornet up front, they have something now. They have
Yeah.
something to work with.
Ronald also believes that Burn is on a hunting mode.
Yeah,
I'm not.
so
I'm
I'm
not.
happy for them.
Yeah, Burnley is a type of team that can frustrate you on the day. I think Manchester United
This
fans know
is
it all
it,
too well. I mean, what is that? 23 shots were on target them at Old Trafford, and was it Tom Heaton? Yeah, it was
Yo,
Tom
Pope.
Heaton. He was not. It's
Was it
Tom Heaton,
Ethan?
bruh.
Yo, Ethan, are
Heaton
you
had a
crazy?
blind of a game, bruh.
Yo, Ethan. Yo,
So now
now
he
he's
was.
at United. Now he's by United. Too late. We needed you to
Yeah.
not let us marry. Anyway, yeah. Now this
So
Chelsea game was good.
yeah,
Yeah. I honestly, um, I do see them still kind of running away with the league. Um,
that actually
I
brings
mean,
me to
this
a new
guy.
topic, though. Do you
Yeah.
think it's gonna be a two-horse race, though?
City and Chelsea. Yeah, my race, and I think I'm out of it because
Hmm.
I called it. I think it was quite a biased call when I said
Yeah,
United probably has a chance to win the league. Oh, why I also said that is because I was just looking at Ollie's progression, and I looked at okay, second place now. We literally there now. We're there,
hmm,
and now we have to. And the worst part of this is we have the tools now to win it.
for
But
sure.
like, what is going on? So for me, honestly, you're probably gonna laugh at me, but if we get a new coach this month, I think United stands still a chance. I think we still stand a chance to win
We'll
the
get
league.
to United. Don't worry. We'll just focus on the
Yeah.
other teams
So, but
now.
two. So because you're saying two wars race, but now who's the other wars? For me, obviously, right now at the moment, currently, it's between City and Chelsea.
Yeah.
That's your two wars race now. There's no one else really. Hey, West Ham, like
Now
West Ham is always there.
West Ham is
Halve
definitely not coming
horse.
close. They will definitely not coming close.
Yeah,
What
so I think City's rhythm is buzzing now. They're getting into the rhythm. They were toying with United. Jesus, my God.
I think this season United is gonna be that team that's gonna be doing favors for
Underdogs.
a lot of other teams. Because if you
Yeah.
look at it, we have
Yeah.
Watford that's coming in on the 20th. Then we play Chelsea. So with that games, okay. We can't say we can beat teams now prematurely. Okay,
Dude, I'm
hypothetically
even afraid
speaking,
of Watford.
beat.
I'm even
Yeah,
afraid
let's
of
just say we
Watford
beat
because of
Watford. Let's just say
Ranieri.
we beat Watford. Then we go to Chelsea. Should Chelsea drop a game? If they lose, we play them in 2 weeks' time. That 6 points is now covered, bruh. But then,
They
but
playing they
then,
playing
look
Leicester.
at this.
They playing
Look at
Leicester.
this.
So
Look at this, bruh. Arsenal win the next 2 games. They go top of the log.
Yo,
Bruh, this is
Arsenal
what's
did,
gonna be
bra. We made
weird.
fun of on school. We made fun of you. We bullied you on school. Then you now earn more money than all of us.
Look at it. Look at it. Chelsea has Leicester. Chelsea has Leicester. Leicester pulls one out of the hat, bruh. We beat
Yo, let's
Watford.
just be poor.
We beat Chelsea. Arsenal take the
Mm.
next 2 games, they win it. They top of the log.
God, it's crazy.
Or let's just say top of the log, then they might be second.
Easy.
Because let's say I don't see City losing anytime soon. They're second on the log, but because when we play Chelsea, let's say we beat Chelsea. Only way we're gonna get them out of there if we play and we're playing Arsenal in 3 weeks' time or in a month's time. 2nd of December. I don't want to go to the game on the 2nd of December, bruh. Playing an Arsenal team that's second on the log, where we were the underdog.
Yeah. You're putting tears in
It
my
doesn't
eyes
feel
now,
right. It
bro.
doesn't sit
Like,
well. It doesn't sit
yo,
well
it
with me.
doesn't feel right at all. Like it's I don't know what to say anymore, Dale, towards that. I really honestly I did not I did, this league has just been beyond crazy. Like, okay, we expected. I think the only thing we expected so far is Norwich being lost or Norwich getting whatever. That's what we expected. But further
Yeah.
on, I didn't even see Newcastle in the bottom three. I didn't see that coming. So far in the league, I didn't see Arsenal. Sure, Arsenal should win the top. I
Bruh,
can't
that's
say
the
anything.
mission.
I can't say
And
anything.
it's definitely from the bottom of the log straight to the top, my bro. So
But yeah, definitely two horse race. Agree at this moment.
yeah.
Yeah, City is seven definitely.
Sticking with, of course, we're speaking about Newcastle. Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe's at he's at
Ah, I
what
love
is it? Is it
Eddie.
called St. James Park?
I love
Sports Direct.
I love Eddie. I love Eddie. I think honestly, I think Eddie should have been Arsenal's coach. Or he should have gone to like that's I rate Eddie. Like
Mm,
I watched Eddie in training. I watch how he gets the best out of his team, not just particular players. And he's not a type of manager that just gives instructions, man. He's literally in
yeah,
there. If you say we're gonna play 1-2 here, we're gonna shoot there. He's in there doing it 1-2s. Like I just admire Eddie. I think he's a very
for
very good
sure.
coach. It's gonna be tough for him by Newcastle. It's gonna be a bit tough for him now because I think there's a whole. I don't know if Newcastle can actually spend the money like they want to at this moment.
They
I'm not too
can.
sure.
They can spend the money.
Um,
Remember, with our FIFA fair play, is that money coming in to the club.
mm,
Okay, a certain percentage of that money you can use on buying players. You understand? Your club
yeah.
needs to generate money. Newcastle has generated 321 billion.
I don't know. I think I need to read the article again, but I just saw like a heading and I saw a sentence there, but something to do with
That's
they
FIFA
can't
fair
really buy
play.
who they want to. So let's have a look.
That's FIFA
I'll
fair
have to read the
play.
article again.
Your club
So
needs to
the thing is
generate
this.
your club can't use the your club can't use its own money. You understand? As City, they need to you need to sell players. That's why they can
Mm,
encourage you to sell players, and then with that money you can then buy whatever money your club generates from TV rights, from sponsors. That's the money you can
mm.
use. Newcastle generated 321 billion, bruh.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Newcastle is still there. Newcastle United is still Newcastle United.
The thing is now, you know what's nice about this thing about Eddie being there. Eddie. Maybe the club's gonna want a particular high profile player, but Eddie's not
Mm.
gonna want that. If you look at his Bournemouth team, if you look at the players he had, like what he produced, he's gonna want. I think Ryan Fraser is like one of his only players that stayed at Newcastle. He coached at Bournemouth,
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
and Ryan
Stop. Let me
Fraser.
stop you. Stop there, bruh. Just stop there. They
What?
need high profile players. Don't mention
I know they.
Ryan Fraser
No,
linking
no, no.
to Newcastle.
No,
Or
no,
did I
no, no. Ryan Fraser.
misunderstand that?
No, no, no. Ryan Fraser is already there, and
Oh,
he
it's
was the
already
player
there.
that Eddie coached. Eddie coached that player was at
Oh,
bought him.
yes,
They
yes. Okay,
bought
yes, yes, yes,
Newcastle
yes, yes,
bought
yes, yes.
Fraser from, but he's been poor ever since he went to Newcastle.
My
I'm
bad,
just
my
saying,
bad.
like, I'm just
You're
saying,
right.
like, Eddie. I don't know if Eddie's that type of manager is gonna wanna have this name players, man, and have his egos because now Newcastle is gonna attract the players only because they're gonna basically give them more money. They're gonna attract more
Yeah,
players like the high profile players. But the thing is this now.
yeah.
Now, from a player's perspective, you look at it, okay, Eddie Howe, who is this guy? He coached Portman, he was in championship. So players are also going to think about that. But they might also say, hey, okay. But now, important now, unfortunately, now players, mostly players go for the money. So they couldn't
Hmm.
maybe care what Eddie Howe does. They could
Yeah.
care what Newcastle does for them. So it's going to be, it's going to be so interesting to see what happens January.
It's
Like,
going to.
honestly, but like, I know for a fact he's gonna get them out of the relegation zone. I know for a fact they're gonna play for this guy. I know that, and he's gonna get this grind out. He's gonna grind it because Newcastle doesn't have bad players. They don't have
Yeah.
bad players. They have a solid team. So they can maybe they get another two three
Nah, but
signings
I
and they
mean,
can
for
really be solid again.
a team that wants to compete for things, are gonna have Les Kellys at the back. For me, someone you need to bring in someone. What I want to see
Yeah,
from John Joe. I want to see John Joe. John Joe's just here, bruh. Like
Joe
for
Johns has
someone,
been there
someone,
for a while. I don't know what happened with
yeah,
John
but
Joe.
for someone
Really,
that was
he's just
actually
lost it.
tipped to take over Steven Gerrard at the
He
point.
was,
I mean,
yo, he was so good.
yeah, then it was Swansea, then it's now Newcastle. So I'm hoping Eddie Howe can, with the players that he
He
has
will.
now,
I think.
just bring them up. But I think in January, the first big couple of signings will be those average players that actually make name
Mm,
for themselves.
mm,
You
mm,
know,
I think so.
I'd like for them to actually get
He
a
might
couple
bring
of
in some.
boys
He might bring in some championship players. You never know, eh? He might just do that. He
for
might
sure,
bring.
for sure.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
we'll
I
we'll
think it would
see.
be perfect for him to actually for Dan James if you could hold on a little bit longer to go to Newcastle. That's the type of players that Newcastle should sign.
Mm,
Um, like look what Manchester City done when they had to take over. You had players like Sean
mm,
Wright Phillips, Craig Bellamy. You had
mm.
those pace
Yo,
winners.
that.
Um, you had
Exactly.
Stephen Ireland. You had Nigel De Jong.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So those type of
Yeah.
players
So
that
I see where you're going. I see where you're going. Nah, I see where you're going. It's possible, but the thing is, what does Eddie want, man? I'm just looking at what
yeah, that's
Eddie
what I'm
what
saying. It's
Eddie
perfect.
produced.
Yeah. I'm
So
saying it's
let's
perfect
see.
for
But
Eddie.
I think I was excited for Newcastle. I'm rooting for them really. Like, I love Newcastle. I mean, I love the culture of Newcastle. So I'm rooting for Eddie to
Hmm.
to to take to do well the job itself. I already checked him out
Yeah.
in training in the week, and he's buzzing. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. I do think that he's gonna pull them out of that rabbit hole way at the bottom. I don't know, but yeah, let's have a look.
That's
I'm
his
very excited for
duty.
him.
I feel
Yeah,
Newcastle's going to do him
get
a
it out
dirty
of there.
though. I think Newcastle as a whole is going to do him a dirty when he does that. Eddie Howe is not going
Mm,
to be the Newcastle coach. Although he got the what a 2 3 year
mm.
contract, they're going to terminate
Yeah,
his contract
maybe
after they
he's
get him
just
out
the
of the
guy
league.
to make to
Yes,
settle the ship like to settle the
yes,
ship like Ollie
yes,
did for United. Okay, I see what you're
yes.
saying. Possible,
Players,
possible.
remember, like we had the conversation last week. Players need to go and play for a coach. As
Mm,
much as you have Manchester United, Manchester United as a brand, as a football club, um, a player still needs to be attracted. The coach still
mm,
needs to. That's gonna be my coach for the next 3 4 years. If that's not
mm,
gonna, if he's not gonna come there, then I'm not gonna go there for Eddie
mm.
Howe or for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer or any one of those characters that's currently in the Premier League. Um, but let's just see
Exactly.
what he does.
Because
We
I'm just
can,
if you're looking at even if you know you so there's a small little part of United like players really go to United because of Ollie or they actually just go there because it's United. So
that's
yeah.
the thing.
Anyway.
When last have we actually heard a player in his interview growing up? I watched United. That was a team I want to play. You don't hear those type of interviews anymore, my man. You don't hear those
You
type of
don't.
interviews. United used to
You
be
don't.
that team where
Yeah,
players wanted to go
sad.
to. You know,
But
but
he's sad, bro. Anyway.
yeah. So of course that's something for Eddie Howe. Hopefully, I
Mm,
hope he can steady the ship because it would be a major improvement embarrassment to Newcastle
Mm,
next season if Eddie Howe can't do that. So there's a lot of
mm.
pressure on him,
Yeah,
but I really hope he gets it right. So yeah,
100%.
another new coach, Stevie G to Aston
Steven
Villa.
GVD. Yeah, it's been confirmed that in the next 24 hours to 48 hours that
Okay.
he's made a decision or whatever. But like, I think it's brilliant for him. I think for the fact that he didn't go to a big club and make that same mistake. I think if you look at Gerard's journey, I think he's one of the coaches or player coaches who's actually did the right thing. He did it the right way. Not like these
Yes.
oaks who just went straight into a big team. I
Yeah.
mean, where's Lampard today? You understand?
Mm.
Rooney is suffering now at Derby. He's gonna be suffering for a while there, but he's gonna learn. He's gonna get out
Yeah.
of it. And those
Yeah.
smart. So you look at Gerard. He's smart. He
Mm.
knows. He knows Klopp is not going to leave now. Klopp will probably
Yeah.
leave maybe 2 3 years. So let me first fuel the league. Let me go by Aston
Mm.
Villa. There's money there. There's good players there. Rangers
Mm.
had good players. They had money. So let me see if I can't do a similar
And
thing
he
here.
won the league at
If I do
Rangers.
well here and he won the league at Rangers, exactly. So
He was
let me see if
unbeaten
I
at
can do the
Rangers.
same thing here. They've beaten, yeah, but now they've been actually poor this season.
I don't care.
But
You
yeah,
you
so
unbeaten. You're
so
in the Invincibles.
yeah, but that was last season. But now they've not been that team like last season. But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I think brilliant move for Gerrard. I actually would have thought like John Terry would take the job because he was there with Dean with Dean
For
Smith.
sure.
So
No, but
yeah,
remember
so
John Terry was left a bit before Dean.
he left, yeah. But I left. I thought maybe you maybe been a new coach coming in there because I was thinking myself, who they gonna bring in because they must have had someone before
Yeah.
they fired Dean because
Yeah.
Dean is not a bad manager.
Mm.
He just
Imagine John Terry
I
was
mean.
still there, bruh. Imagine John Terry was still there. They fired Dean. John Terry stays on an assistant coach and it's him and Gerard.
Yo, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I don't know if there will be a lot of agreements or disagreements, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
But
We know how they're
I,
done for
I don't.
England, so
I wouldn't think John Terry being the captain that he was for Chelsea, and wouldn't think you would want to like be an assistant to Gerrard. I don't
for
know.
sure.
I don't know if you'd want to be that
Yeah.
guy. So but yeah, I think like I said, brilliant move for Gerrard. It'll be nice to It's so nice, man. Like, we've watched these players for years and years now. We see Javi
Mm,
going to Barcelona and the players are already happy. You can see he's buzzing in training. So it's so nice, man. It's like
for
we still
sure.
watch these players playing if you think about it,
Yeah.
because we just
Yeah.
now on the
Yeah.
sidelines. So but Ollie's move was completely wrong. Unfortunately, Lampard was completely wrong.
Mm,
Um, Arteta, he's been lucky, eh? He's been lucky that he still has
yeah.
a job. So we'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
but
We'll see how it goes.
it's a process there. But
Mm,
yeah, I agree
mm.
with you.
They're giving him
So
time, yeah.
yeah, we're gonna spend the last 10 minutes. We're not gonna
United.
avoid United. At all.
Let
But
me just get my tissues.
bruh, does we're speaking about United and we're speaking about the results, and we're in the same WhatsApp group.
Mm.
We speak about these things every day. We see these replacements, and I'm looking at the replacements, bruh. Ragnick, Eric, um, you
Where's
know,
Redding now, by the way? What is he doing at this moment? I haven't really
I don't
checked what he's
know.
doing.
I don't know.
Because his name
But
just popped up. I'm like, where has he been?
yeah, but I mean, his name pops up, and
I haven't even read any information about
if
him
you
yet.
read
What's
deeper into it, brother, this man actually he wants
No,
to
I
he
know.
wants to coach United.
No, I know. I'm well aware of it. I'm just like, where
But
the hell
this
did this
does
pop
this
up?
man here does this man here feel the pressure, bruh? We're speaking about the
Honestly,
results. We're speaking about this, but does he actually feel the pressure? Because man's took his bags, took his kids, took his whoever's with him, and the man went to Norway for a week, bruh. Now I
Ah,
like I look at the log, I see we 6 points from City. I look at all these things, bruh. It's international break. Never in my
you've
career,
seen
me
this.
supporting United is a career, and
Uh,
you supporting United is a
yeah,
career. In my
exactly.
career, I've never heard of Ferguson, not even Van Gaal, not even David Moyes. David Moyes had three, no, he had two international breaks in his tenure year to serve. Um, Jose Mourinho give Manchester United players a week
Off.
off after losing 2-0 to Manchester City with one shot on target, my man. This is now turned
Bruh.
into a circus. This is a circus club. Give me your thoughts, my guy.
Firstly, I think I'm so sighing. The firstly, I do think Ole going on with his family. I think that's a sign. I don't know why I'm thinking this. I think it's a sign that Oli is not coming back, bruh. I don't know this whole thing of and to touch and to touch base on this whole thing of everyone leave while he's going away. That is just that doesn't add up, man. That doesn't add up to
Mm-mm.
me. And a lot of players didn't even go on international duty. So, um, you know, honestly, your question: does Oli feel the pressure? Did you see how Oli smile when we lose? No, my friend, man. How do you know, man? How do you know? Yo, I lose a match. I lose a match on
Oh,
junior level with kids, and I'm sad for the whole day. I'm angry. And this guy, no, Dale, I'm
bruh, I'm
sorry.
playing. I'm playing
He-
fives lately. I'm playing in the league, bruh. If I lose, I'm upset, my guy. If I lose, I'm upset. Even when we're winning,
a
when we're winning,
social
bruh,
in a
I
social, if I
demand
lose, I
more.
get upset.
That man is
So
smiling, he's shaking hands, he's
no,
clapping. You know, and this of clapping to the fans and stuff like that. This is a man that knows
he's
your
promised
your
something,
your
man.
your
You
accusation can be
can't.
right, you know, he's not coming back, but this is a man that knows he's two thumbs up from the board.
There's something not adding
Let's
up
go
here,
right by
man.
the ice.
Alles is
Everything
duidelik
is fine.
no, man.
We are cruising.
No, man. There must be something in his clause or something for him to not be angry. Do you think Fergie would never accept this nonsense? He would be so angry, like if Fergie was over the game or Mourinho or whatever. So for me, you know what? Um, I don't think he feels the pressure. Maybe they do. Maybe they're pulling him a dirty. Maybe I think they're gonna pull him a dirty. Woodford does that.
I'm,
I think
I'm not
Woodford will
all
pull him
about.
a dirty.
I'm not all about pulling dirties and stuff. Um, um, you know, but in this case, it can happen.
Nah, pull him a dirty. It's okay. Let him go on holiday with his family and think
In
everything's
this case,
alright.
it can happen. It's like, Ole, thank you, bruh. You know what? You done your best. Don't come home, man. You know, we're still gonna pay you out probably like a 4 million, because your contract is until
Well,
whenever.
this is my
But
thing, right?
yeah,
And this is an educational lesson to all the viewers and those watching. In life, if you cannot help, if you're coaching a team, let's say you have a team, right? Let's say you have
mm,
a team. If you have a team and you've done everything you could for this team, let's say
yeah,
you've got a 2 3 year plan, whatever, it's in place. You've done everything. You've won the games. You've brought everything together. It's been beautiful.
mm,
If you see the day that whatever you're doing and you keep on doing is not working, then you've done enough. You've done your part. Now you need to move. Now you need to say, look here, boys, I understand. You don't. Wada. I'm gonna move on now. It's okay. But for me, Ollie came in. He got everything in control. We got the fans back together. Cause I remember, I'm not gonna remember Ollie for this nonsense. Honestly, I'm gonna remember Ollie for what he's done for United when he was a
mm.
player, when he's done for United when he came in. Cause I remember, bro, he came in. We won
Right, but
5-1. It's everyone
but
five
that
one.
can be bruised. That can be
You know.
bruised the longer he stays.
Yes, and
The
I'm getting
famous
to my
is
point. I'm
the
getting to my
yeah,
point
yeah,
now. I'm
yeah,
getting
yeah,
to my
yeah,
point now.
yeah.
So this is my thing, right? So thank you, all man. You've done a beautiful job. You've put us on the map. You've brought in some amazing players. And that's why I said Ollie needed to go last season. When we saw we ended second, thank you, Ollie. That is what we needed from you. And
Yeah.
Ollie needed to go last season. And that's what I feel.
Mm.
Because if you look at it now, Dale, I'm sorry, but this every week I tell myself, nah, this week, this is the week. This week it's gonna happen. This week, I'm telling myself this week, no, we got it. This week. How can I keep on doing this to myself every week? No, man, I'm taking my life for a joke, man. So I'm
Yo, we're
like,
the same, bro. We're the same.
and I've told myself I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm
Mm.
not gonna turn on him. I'm gonna give him. I remember I still said, okay, I'm gonna pack him. I'm gonna pack him.
Yes, yes.
Because the thing is this, man. Now, and this is how the world works. We're gonna remember Ollie, unfortunately, for this bad patch he's given us. We're not gonna remember him for coming in doing an amazing job. We're not going to,
For
because that's how
sure.
the world thinks. You understand? So that's why I said Ollie actually will do himself a favor mentally and for the world who's supporting United. If he says,
Mm.
look here, I've done my part, I don't think I can do more, I resign. That,
Yeah.
not getting sacked, resign.
Mm.
See, okay, you can't anymore now. And step away. Say, look here, maybe I'll find myself a different role in the club
Yeah.
itself. You
Yeah.
understand? Maybe I need to do some more learning because
For sure.
Ollie and his staff cannot get out anymore. Dale, you know what now? And people laugh at me. That City game. I seen your face the Liverpool game when we went to watch it together, and you were the most.
Everybody's seen it.
I've never seen someone so sad in my life. But Dale, you had to see me you had to see me on Saturday. I've
Mm,
never in my life, like for me, no, that 2-0, even though it was a lower score, it was worse than watching the Liverpool game.
mm.
It was worse because at the Liverpool game we almost tried. We at least tried something. We tried,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But the City game, I'm looking myself. These guys are they training with us. They're having
mm,
a training match at Old Trafford. The crowd is really shouting all at the wheel. The crowd is. It was a poor game to watch. I honestly, my heart actually got broken on Saturday. That's
yeah,
when I
yeah.
felt that I'm now completely broken.
Mm,
So Ollie needs to go. Unfortunately, that's why my name's Ollie out. I'm appreciating Ollie for what he's done for the club, but
mm,
Ollie is not going to. Is, you can see the players has given up,
mm.
and you can see it. The players, you can see in Ronaldo's face as well. They're not having it. They're not
Mm.
gonna have it anymore.
And I think with us, and sometimes maybe that's where you can appreciate the United culture is that we're gonna stick with what we have until things can
Mm,
no
of
longer
course,
work out. If this
of
was
course.
Chelsea, um,
Sure,
I mean,
exactly.
like I said 3 weeks ago, if we had a Diego Costa and a Eden Hazard in our team, all would have been gone in last season.
Sure,
You know what I'm saying? But sometimes loyalty comes at a cost. And I
that's
mean, we trusting something, we loyal to something that we can't see,
true. True.
something that's not there. And for us, it's gonna bite us. And I've mentioned this, and I'm gonna say it again. Can we afford to go into another game with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? It's not anymore a thing of we're looking for a coach when we're looking for a replacement. I'm tired of this looking for this. It's a 3 month long transfer window for a coach. You understand? So
We
it's
can't.
can
They'll,
United
we
can we
can't.
afford to go into another game with Ole at the wheel?
We can't be going like this for 3 years while the others is just going. They all just going up, me bro. Away it goes. They're all just going up, me bro. Like we supposed to be the challenging with them. Why are we like
Yeah,
we still going here fighting on the ex girlfriends and stuff? Now, man, it's not right. So honestly, obviously I obviously would have loved Oli to succeed. I mean, that would have been amazing. I mean, he would have been
mm,
the first legend after Fergie that would have done this,
yeah,
and obviously Ferdinand and Neville them all go on and wada. Some of them back him, some of them against him, whatever. They actually some of them Ferdinand's finally turned now, but like,
yeah.
can they actually do a better job? Do they actually have the guts to come here and do that job? Because it's a big job. If you look
Yeah,
at
Gary
United,
never went to go coach Valencia, bruh. Look what
what did
Valencia
he do
done to
there?
him. Look what they
Exactly.
done to him. They sacked him, bruh.
Exactly. So
And
so for me, it's
he's
like,
going to and always will be a pundit. He's going to be a pundit. That's his
yeah, that's
signature.
his thing. I love Oli,
But
bro. I love him. I love him for what he's done for the club. I love the fact that he's given these kids a chance. I mean, he's really given our academy players a chance. He's really come in there and understood everything because he knows what United is. He knows what it feels to be on the bench, even though he doesn't play the place. But so for me, it's like
you want to just
it's
give
sad.
your friend another shout out there? He's back.
I'm Marvin, not Mary Maguire tonight. Sorry, we're not talking about that. We're talking about something bigger. It's Ollie out. So I do
Yeah,
appreciate that what Ollie done, but for me right now, he's tarnishing his own career. He's finishing himself off by doing this. If he gets another lot, if we look, Dale, if we get Watford, and I'm telling you, Watford is not going to be an easy task. I'm telling you this now, it's not going to be.
mm,
And it's sad to say this, even though we've got the players. But like, it's really sad. I'm starting to understand what does what does Ollie need to do still to get sacked or to get the
mm,
to get called out. But I mean, right, like I said, he's done enough. He's I want to remember him for what he's done when he came in there, when we won that 5-1, when we went away and had a 35 or 36. I mean, a record. He's done that for us. I want to remember Ollie for that. I don't want to
mm.
remember Ollie for this nonsense. So there's a lot of things besides Ollie at the club that's going wrong. So, and I do want to remember him for what he's done good for the club and not for this man. So I do think for him, he needs to go now. It's the best for him, for his life, for his career.
Yeah. But as a Manchester United supporter, um, you're gonna love what Ole has done at the
Mm,
wheel.
mm,
You're probably going to stick with him, but as a lover
mm,
of football,
mm.
um, whether it's Manchester United or whatever, as a lover of football, this what we're seeing is not acceptable anymore.
Yeah, of
Not
course.
acceptable. It's supposed to end the Liverpool game. That was the final nail to the
Hmm,
coffin. But this is now
100%.
the straw that broke the camel's back.
I have a question
But
for
look,
you. I have a question. I have a question for you.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Do you think players is throwing him under the bus?
Do I think the players are throwing him under the bus? What I saw at City, it can maybe support my yes. But I don't think the players are throwing him under the bus at all.
They've
There's
done
just
it before. They've done it before with the other coaches. So that's why I'm asking the question.
I don't think they've done it before. Who did they do it with?
I think they threw Jose under the bus. I think they threw Van
That's
Gaal
but
under the bus. I think they
that,
threw.
that's the
I think they
virus.
threw all the men before
The
before.
virus was the only one responsible for them. That was Pogba. There was no one else. Then, Pogba was the man. That threw him under the bus. But for me, I don't think it's reached that point yet. I think it's slowly getting there. And like I said, and that's why I brought up the question: Can United afford to go into another game with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Because what we do know is if Cristiano Ronaldo opens his mouth and if he shows any type of dissatisfaction in any coaching style, in any tactic that he says he's put out and we don't like it, all is gone. He has the power to do that. He definitely has the power. He's being very professional. The players are being professional. I think this is the first time since all the other coaches that if you claim that they got rid of the coaches, we don't see any of them. We just keep fighting. We see these posts. First one I saw of David De Gea, I'm hurt. You know what I'm saying? You don't see posts like that from players.
Yeah, even when he
It's
when he
always
walked off, eh?
motivation.
When he walked off,
It's
when you
Yeah,
were
it's
seeing him
always
like that.
motivation and stuff. But someone to come out to say I'm hurt, we are slowly getting there, and I feel
Look,
that
I'm though I'm also kind of in a way. I'm also tired of players coming out and apologizing all the time. Like, do your
it's
job,
getting
man.
boring now. But it's
I'm
getting
getting
boring to
over
be
it, man.
honest.
Do your job. Don't post anything. Do your bloody job and get on with it. Like
Yeah.
I'm tired of I'm sorry and long messages. No,
Hmm.
this is nonsense, man. This is nonsense.
Yeah.
Do you think Roy Keane ever said sorry to anyone when he had a bad game?
You
Just
know,
imagine,
bruh, no, no,
you
not at
know.
all, not at all. But yeah, I think that is all the topics that we are going to discuss tonight. I have made
Yeah,
a promise we're not going over 1 hour. Last week was I'm still feeling the hangover from that.
yeah,
But you know, I will always end the show, my guy. We always have a team
yeah.
of the week and the flop of the week. So,
Are we again the flop of the week? Are we twice in a row flop of the week? Oh no, we won last week. Sorry, we won last week actually.
are we the team? Who's the team of the week, bruh?
Um, my team of the week, I think it's definitely West Ham. Like, I, I don't know,
The
bro. I
Hammers.
just look. I watched it the whole 90 minutes, and I just admire him. And like, it doesn't matter who it was. I just admire the fact that 11 players didn't give any krag weg, like we say. Like
And
no
that's
one
still the
gave krag
result
weg.
for those that's tuning
You
in
had,
now. That is the
you
result.
you had one guy. You had one guy in the middle of the park that's just proving everyone wrong every week for West Ham. Like he's showing you guys, I'm up there. I'm there in the
Yeah,
top five. I'm in the
yeah,
top five. Show me a better engine. Show me who
mm,
can carry the ball better.
yeah,
So yeah, definitely. I think West Ham. West Ham was definitely for me the team of the week. I don't know. I don't want to say again Crystal Palace because they also been amazing, but yeah, definitely West Ham.
yeah. No, I
Your team,
agree.
your team, and it was
No, I'm definitely going with the Hammers, and the viewers also they feel the same way. Marvin, Gersh, definitely the Hammers. Um, but flop. I don't want to say, bro. Like, how can we be the flop of the week, bro?
honestly, I'm actually gonna give you a different game. I'm obviously United is one of the flops, but I'm also gonna give you this flop, and that's Brentford at home against Norwich. Who saw that?
No, man, go
I
away,
didn't.
bro.
I
Go
want to be a bit
away.
different. Who saw that?
Don't give me a flop of the week where the end result was 2-1. There was goals from both teams, bro.
Look, Brentford was so poor, and the worst part of all is Brentford lost that game, and Norwich manager got sacked. Amazing football. But yeah, obviously from United, I think like I said before, that was a very, very, very sad game. It was a sad game to watch. It was a sad game to see 11 players' body language exactly the same. Okay,
Yeah.
10 besides the gear, because I mean he basically
Just a quick one
he
with that
saved us.
though. Just a quick one. For me, I think the reason why you felt what I felt 2 weeks ago, con- the guy conceding that 5 shots that he saved, that score would have been 7 love, bruh. That score would have been 7 love.
But those are similar shots if you look at it to the Liverpool game. I don't know. It's weird.
Bruh,
I
that's
don't know.
that's
Some of the
quality
goals against
saves.
Liverpool
That's
was,
quality saves, bruh.
but the Liverpool game, the 5-0, this some saves they could have made to that goals. I don't know. That's just how I feel.
Don't take it away from him.
I
Don't take
want,
it
I
away
want,
from him.
but yeah, definitely. I mean, geez, he must be so angry. I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what we do. We got Varane injured. We're trying a different formation. The other thing is this now. Yes, you can try different formation, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with 3 at the back. But the question is now, we've got a lot of players. We've got a lot of wingers now. Are we going to turn them into wing backs? And I had to
Hmm.
think twice about this, because the thing is now I've heard that Sancho's training as a wing back. This is going to be
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
But I'm just thinking now, we've been buying players, and I think Michael Owen said as well. We've been buying players that's just individually good where they were, but
Hmm.
they're not really here for a system because
Yeah.
what are we really playing? And that's really sad. As we only throw on 11 players, go see what you can do. So we
Hmm.
need someone ASAP that's gonna just say, guys, I need this and this from you.
Yeah,
I need
but
my
with
wingback
that
to go
11
here.
players,
So
that individuality
yeah,
can also play as a team. They're not isolated to playing alone. They can
of
play as a
course.
team. So, like I
And
said, the manager
we had glimpses before we go. We had glimpses this season where we did knock a bit the ball around. We have nice plays and it's
glimpses
like,
gonna get us
where's that?
nowhere, bruh. Glimpses gonna
Where's
get
that?
us nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway,
Craigie boy, we did reach the end of
yeah,
our show.
no
I
problem.
just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in. I felt that this show was, it was informative. Um, but yeah, to the guys that couldn't make it, no love
Yeah, no
lost.
problem. Nah, no problem,
And
guys.
it's always amazing. It's always liquor to have you on the show, Craigie boy. Thank you for being
Yeah,
with
no,
us.
of course. Thanks, Del, for for this whole thing. I hope everyone who watched it. I see there's a few shout outs there. Thanks, guys, for joining. It's a bit late there, but thanks for joining.
Yeah.
We did some of them already said like, guys, we need to discuss this all the situation. We need to discuss all the situation. So it was discussed, and how we feel. But yeah, obviously we had a bit of issues tonight, but I mean we made it. We didn't cancel the show. I mean it would have been
Hmm.
crazy. So I'm happy we still made it. I think I still had my plate of food here just before the show. So yeah, so just so I can make the show. So yeah, thanks Dell again for having me. And I think this is the first time we're actually not having a break with international break.
For
So
sure,
which
for
is
sure. Yeah,
yeah, so
next
which is
next week,
cool.
next week we're all
So
going
next week
local.
we're gonna yeah
Local, but local
let's make
is
an
lekker.
announcement. Let's make an announcement on that as well while people
Yeah,
are
so
watching.
next week we seeing that it is international break. We're gonna be speaking local football, and I'm gonna be reaching out to a few of our local stars. Um, Previous or current, just to bring us insight on what's happening in the local world of footy. As much as nice to speak about international football, European football, we also need to, try and bring our part by promoting local football and grassroots football. So I'm hoping to get a few big eaters on the show next week. But
awesome,
we'll be
awesome,
here. It is international break, but we're going nowhere. We'll still be on the Redz Table at half past
awesome.
7. But like this pod, share this pod, but
Yeah,
most of all,
we've got too many people that is watching. I'm gonna say it now. We've got
say
too
it.
many people that is watching and they are not subscribing. Guys,
Mm.
subscribe, support us. If you're watching us, why are you watching us? You're not gonna subscribe,
Yeah.
Next thing
Take
you
your
know, we can
mommy
have
and
you
your
on the
daddy's
show.
phone,
Take your
your
mommy and daddy's
brother's
phone.
phone, your sister's
Exactly.
phone. Go on YouTube and
Subscribe.
press subscribe. They won't know nothing about it.
Exactly.
You know?
We can't have these people that is all good for the show. Congratulations. But when we have the show, you don't support us. That's
Yeah.
unacceptable. We need to stop
We
that
see
mentality,
you.
guys. Please
We
come
see
on. We
you.
see you. We see you. That's 44%. We know you are.
That
You better subscribe,
44%
yeah.
subscribe. But thank you very much. Most love. It's
Awesome.
we take anything that we can get. The show is just based on the love of football. So as much as we love talking, we also want to grow and
Mm,
and reach that international platform. You know what I'm saying? And
awesome. Awesome.
yeah, we love it. We'll see you guys next week and peace out. Take care.